Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to another RWA Productions live stream. And tonight we are doing something completely different. We're doing championship score predictions and games in hand for this weekend. It's game week 41. Obviously, some people are on 40 games because some people's got games in hand over some teams. So, last week, that Sunderland beat Cardiff by a goal to nil. Dennis Serkin's goal, great goal by Dennis Serkin. Burnley beat Sheffield United 2-0 last night as well. Middlesbrough drew 2-2 against, remember which team that would win, but they drew 2-2 against one of the teams. Huddersfield drew. Yeah. Thanks. 2-2 against for Blackburn, Rovers and Huddersfield Town the other day as well. So was a few in and around the places. So tonight's stream is game week 41. So we're going to start off with our first game for score predictions. Paul, I don't know if you want to go first before me, but this is what we're going to go with first. We'll go with Sheffield United versus Cardiff City on Saturday. So this is
got the early kickoff as well.
12:30 kickoff.
I'm going to be nice just in case she's watching. She's right. No. Yeah, no worries, Lewis. I've just seen it come in the chat.
Lewis will be going around 10:45 on that one, so you'll be in the back room for a while. So Sheffield United versus Cardiff City. So what is your scores, Paul, on that one? By the way, Sheffield United are second and Cardiff are in 21st. So,
well, the way we played against them,
we were all over them.
I've got a feeling Sheffield United will win them. So I'm actually going 3-0 Sheffield United.
3-0 Sheffield United. Lewis says 4-0 to United against Sheffield United. For me, I'll probably say 2-1 Sheffield United. I think is going to be a goal for Cardiff this time. 2-1 to Sheffield United. Right, our next game we're going to do is Middlesbrough versus Norwich City. That is a Friday kickoff at 8 o'clock. Middlesbrough are in 4th place on 68 points, while Norwich sit outside the playoff zone in 8th place on 61 points. So we're playing 4th versus 8th. So what is your score predictions for Borough versus Norwich on Friday night?
Middlesbrough actually want to. They'll actually want to keep it up. But I think Norwich might even. The way David Magner was against us, I know we won them, but I actually think Norwich will want to get it back.
Yeah.
Try and get back in those actually playoff spots. So I'm actually going to go 3-2 Norwich.
Right, 3-2 Norwich. Well, Lewis York's on 3-2 Borough. He's on the 4-1 as well. You. Middlesbrough
What do you
versus
think?
Norwich. For me, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. That's what I'm thinking. 1-1 draw. It'll suit both teams, to be honest. It'll suit Sunderland as well. So, now our next game we're going to talk about, this is a team what's at the bottom of the league, and they're facing second bottom of the league. It's Blackburn versus Wigan Athletic. Lee Charles' side versus Wigan Athletic. Blackpool is without their manager, obviously, because Mick McCarthy and obviously the other one, his assistant, both left the club. So it's Blackpool versus Wigan Athletic on Saturday afternoon.
Well, Blackpool's got somebody in to actually take over for the rest of the season.
So what's your scores for Blackpool versus Wigan? Anybody? That would be a suitable draw for both teams, actually, 0-0.
Yeah, it would actually. Yeah, I agree with that. I'd definitely Charles be happy with a 0-0, but I think he would take it against Wigan last night.
Yeah, so that's 23rd versus 24th, Blackpool and Wigan. Right, our next game is Millwall versus Preston North End. 2 seconds, everyone. I hate 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I need to change that because I don't like when I get spellings wrong. So Millwall versus Preston North End.
That one will be very interesting because, as you know, Brad, before we kicked off on Friday, I actually watched Millwall's game against.
You did, yes, you did.
I forgot who they played on Friday, but I actually watched their game before we kicked off at 5:30.
Yeah.
It was actually Millwall versus Luton actually on Friday. That was an interesting one.
And by the way, Millwall are in 5th place on 62 points, and Preston are in 7th place on 62 points. So, what's your scores for that one, everybody? Including Paul as well. What's your score, Paul?
For me, I would actually want Millwall to win this.
Millwall.
Especially because, Preston didn't do us a favour actually at the weekend. Yeah, I would actually want Millwall to win this.
Preston North End 3-2, Lewis says. You know what I'm thinking? I'm going to think against Preston and Millwall. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. That's what I'm thinking. 2s each in that game. Right.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Next game is going to be, obviously, this team has been just dropped outside the playoff spots as well. They're on 59 points. And this team as well is obviously managed by ex-Wigan boss Gareth Ainsworth. So this is QPR versus Coventry on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I've just seen you put in the chat there.
versus Coventry. So what is your score predictions for QPR and Coventry? I'm from back and says, boys, good evening, Anth. How are you doing?
QPR.
QPR versus Coventry. What is your score predictions, including Paul?
Gareth Ainsworth actually want to turn it around, because especially where they are on the table, he actually wanted to turn it around.
Uh-huh.
But Lewis has actually just gone 4-0 QPR.
4-0 QPR. Wow.
Coventry will actually want to change it around as well, because they got beat.
Coventry are in 9th place, a point below Sunderland, and a place above Sunderland. They are 9th in the table.
Since you've said that, I'm actually going for a QPR win.
QPR win. Right. Because they're playing at home, says Lewis. Yeah, because obviously the home advantage always gets the better. Really, so good point. Our next game, obviously they have lost their manager today or yesterday, and they are playing promoted side to the Premier League, Burnley, and this is Reading versus Burnley on Saturday afternoon as well. So Reading versus Burnley, get your thoughts in.
Straight away, Burnley's actually going to win that.
What's your scores for that one, including Paul Wilson?
Uh, 2-0 Burnley.
2-0 Burnley. Burnley to win 4-0, says Lewis. I wouldn't be far off that, mate. I'll say 3-0 Burnley. Brownhill, Goodmanson, and possibly Ashley Barnes to get goals for them. There you go. So that's Reading versus Burnley, done and dusted from what all. Our next game is in third place let's have a look, on 71 points. And this team is obviously a very, very on a small budget. Nathan Jones was their ex-manager, but he was moved to Southampton from this club. And this is Rotherham United versus Luton Town on Saturday afternoon. So Rotherham versus Luton on Saturday afternoon. What is your score predictions for Rotherham versus Luton, everybody? So Rotherham versus Luton on Saturday afternoon. What is your score predictions? Rotherham are in 18th place on 45 points, and Luton are on 71 points. Luton 2-1 says Lewis. I wouldn't be far off either, to be honest. That'll be a perfect score.
More likely Tyler be going to this game, so
Probably I'll take
Three 1 Luton.
3-1 Luton. Oh, nice. Okay. This is also our next team, who is obviously their ex-manager is Steve Bruce for this club. And we are playing our ex-manager, Alex Neil, at the Bet365 Stadium. This is Stoke City versus West Bromwich Albion. So what is your score predictions for that game, everybody? I want Stoke to win, actually, to do us a bit of a favour. Because look at West Brom where they are. They're right behind us.
Yeah, they are, but
even a draw, that could be good for us. Even a draw, I'll take a draw for this. Get us going to win against Birmingham, that'll be good.
Lewis just said 5-0 City.
5-0
5-0 Alex Neil.
5-0 Alex Neil. Well, I have been playing well against us, and we're playing well against Middlesbrough, so who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, true, like.
Probably go for a Stoke win myself.
I am going to go for Alex Neil win. For the first time, I am.
This is the first time you'll hear Paul saying this, everybody, so you better get prepared. What's your score, Paul?
3-0 Alex Neil.
3-0 to Alex Neil. Ooh. For me, I'll probably say, let's think here, Birmingham. I'll probably say Birmingham won't. I mean,
West Brom,
sorry. Well, West Brom and Birmingham are the same city, aren't they? Share the same city, so that's where I probably got that from. So West Brom will win. No, they'll draw 1 each on Saturday. Don't be late for APL. I won't be late for APL, Lewis, don't you worry. So, this is another team who are in a bit of a mix-up at the moment. They're under John Eastus, and that's obviously in 15th place. It's Birmingham City versus Sunderland at home. So we're at home against Birmingham City. So what is your score predictions? Sunderland versus Birmingham. Can Sunderland clinch a win to get more towards our playoff spot? What is your score predictions, everybody? Because if Sunderland win this, we'll be a point behind the playoff spots if all teams don't lose, obviously.
Do I go with my heart?
Do I go with my heart? Or do I go with my head?
I'll go with my head. Oh, Lewis has gone 3-0 Birmingham.
3-1.
Oh.
Fucking hell. Nah.
For me, I think it depends what changes Mowbray will do. Well, not make changes, but what he does in training this week. So I think we'll turn around at home. So I'm actually going to go. I'm going to go 2-1 Sunderland.
2-1 Sunderland. I actually had my hands up like that as well, saying 2-1.
I think he'll bring Gaylord back in.
I think he'll bring Gaylord back in. He wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I think he will.
This is another good team as well, who has gone out the relegation zone under a lot. He's been to a lot of clubs, this man as well. He's a legend of all people. And this is Swansea City versus Huddersfield Town. Good old Neil Warnock. He's a legend, this bloke. So he's got many teams out this relegation zone before. And I possibly think Huddersfield will come out the relegation as well, which we are already, but I think they'll survive this season with him in charge.
Neil Warnock in charge, anything could happen.
Of course it can. Wow. No.
I'm just thinking, though, because we've got Huddersfield next week.
Yeah, I know. We've got them as well next week, so what do we do?
Do I go with a Swansea win or do I go for a Huddersfield win?
Or do we go for a draw? What do we do? What do we do?
Be interesting actually, because both managers know. Both the managers know each other really well, so it'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
1-1? Okay. I'll probably say 2-1 Huddersfield. I'll say for this one as well. I think Huddersfield will win again. Our next game is obviously under ex-Sheffield United boss. And obviously got Chris Wilder, and he is at Watford now. So this one is Watford versus Bristol City.
Against Nigel Pearson.
Against Nigel Pearson, ex-Leicester boss. So
it is an interesting one actually, because the way Chris Wilder actually did kind of actually have a go at the players actually the other day.
Did he?
Yeah, I've seen it, and I think it was somewhere on Twitter. I think he had a go at the players.
Yeah, Lewis says 3-3 for this one. So Watford versus Bristol City, Acacia, including yourself. What's your thoughts on that one? What's score? Andrew Paul. Your score prediction.
I'm thinking because
Lewis says 3-3. Acacia says 2-1 Bristol City. Won't be surprised.
I'm going to go 3-1 Bristol City.
3-1 Bristol City. Ooh. I don't think Watford's going to score any in this one. I'll say 2-0 Bristol. There you go. For this game. This next one as well is going to be very tricky as well. Obviously, Hull City they played out of the skin given out against Sunderland, scored 4 goals at the stage of the light. In great place, John Dowell Tomlinson's side, Blackburn Rovers. So this is a good one for Jacob and for Lewis's mate, who he knows.
We've done your game, Acacia.
Right. Blackburn Rovers, Paul, before I put this up for Acacia. What's your score for that one?
be interesting actually because I think Hull actually won their last game. So
2-2, 3-1,
1-1.
1-1, 2-2, 3-1. I could sing a song. 1-1, 2-2, 3-1, 0-0.
What about you, Brad?
0-0. I've just said right, Acacia, this is your team, obviously. Sheffield United versus Cardiff. What's your thoughts on that one? We will do that one because we're going all over again. Because we're out of time for this
And you'd be
APL.
shocked in case I actually said that years will actually beat Cardiff.
So Sheffield United versus Cardiff, Acacia. What's your score predictions on that one? I think Nils will win it. I think Nils will win it. Us will win it. I mean, because I'm a Sheffield United fan myself. 3-0 says Acacia. Very nice. So guys, that's just and Dyer, Billy Sharp, and McBurney. Yeah, same goal scorers for me. So we're going to wrap this up tonight, and we are going to go on to another stream at 11:15 for the APL English Premier League games. So come and join us for that if you are wanting to. That's on the YouTube channel as well, so watch out for that one. All I'm going to do is create a thumbnail, so I might be about 5-10 minutes late, so don't you worry, guys, about that. But I will be making sure I will do this one as well. So take care. Goodbye for now. God goes with you, and we'll see you at 10:45.
See you in a bit.